evening or is it afternoon?
Afternoon.
Afternoon still, I'd say.
What's evening?
We're borderline, I
what?
think, or
Like after 3,
After 3, so it is evening.
After my nap.
right? When the street lights come
a
out.
little siesta.
You guys ever done karaoke?
No, man.
Yeah.
I did that song. I did that Snoop Dogg song in karaoke when I was out in Cabo.
Oh, dope.
Killed it, bro.
Gotta love it, gotta love it.
Right?
You ever done some karaoke, Jay Filla?
I'm not really the singing type, you know? I get kind of shy.
You
So it's like,
You could rap.
oh, I could just rap?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
Yeah. You could rap. You could sing. You could do
I'm more of
Informer.
a-
You could do Ice Ice Baby. It's up to you, bro.
I like to perform poets. You know, I'm a poet. Perform poetry, you know, slam poetry.
He's like, I won't do a song, but I'll steal your heart.
Exactly.
Shout out to Canelo Alvarez. He took the victory last weekend against Triple G while we were recording. So you know what I mean? Viva Mexico. He did it. He did it on Mexican Independence Day.
Yeah, it was a good fight.
Anyone watch the fight?
Yeah, I did.
It was a good fight.
I thought so.
Yeah, me and Prodi watched it on YouTube like the next day.
Didn't they put it up?
It was a solid fight.
Canelo
Solid.
actually hit him a little more.
Actually, when I left here last weekend, that's when the fight was going down. I went to
Yeah.
pause. I'm
Yeah.
in downtown Phoenix.
You caught it? You
Oh.
got there in time?
Yeah, I just dropped my homie's name and snuck in.
Uh,
Sorry, pause.
Yeah.
What's pause?
It's a restaurant over there in Central Phoenix in downtown.
I've heard of it. What do they sell there? I think I've ate there.
Tacos? I don't know.
Tacos?
Yeah.
Tacos?
Margaritas?
Yeah, Canelo actually got him, I think, in the body shots. That's where it came down in the most.
Oh, yeah.
I got
Oh,
my-
yeah, I heard about that.
Because Triple G was just going
Jabbing.
for the KO.
For the ribs, dude. Like, they said that. Like,
Yeah, Canelo was the whole fight since round 1, dude. Like, that's why by like round 9, he had tired him out. Like, all them body shots will get you tired after
Oh, yeah.
a few rounds of taking them. Like,
yeah,
3-4 rounds is cool, but 9 rounds of constant body shots.
Dude, imagine getting
It's
hit
gonna
in
wear
the
you out.
ribs, like 20
Constantly.
times within like 5 minutes.
He got hit 26 times during the fight in the body.
In the ribs.
That's ridiculous. That's
hurt.
ridiculous.
That hurts.
Bro, I was watching a documentary about Arturo Gatti versus Mickey Ward, bro. They fought 3 times.
Ooh.
Insane fights, bro. Insane. It was just like 30 rounds of chaos. Every fight went down to who had more heart and will, bro, because they were just slugging.
Yeah, at that point, that's what it came down to, just
You ever seen any of those
countering
fights?
each other. And
Audience out there, if you guys ever seen Mickey Ward versus Arturo Gatti, I suggest you just sit down and watch all 3 fights. Go binge on them.
Yeah, those old school fights, man, they were ruthless.
Yeah, bro. And then I watched when George Foreman, he retired, dude, after he lost to Muhammad Ali.
Hey, like way back in the day, didn't they used to go like 100 rounds or something like that?
15.
No, there was like back in the day they had like they didn't have like weight classes. They'll just like let everybody go against each other.
I know the UFC used to be like.
No. I'm talking about like the early 1900s. You know, like
Yeah, no. I don't know that part. I should look that up.
The weight classes and stuff were all funky, and people were like,
or they just leather gloves with no padding. Just
dude, I think straight up just fisticuffs.
Oh, all right.
No, just kidding.
This-
Like Gladiator, just fist fighting.
Do you know who actually created boxing?
Oh, who's it?
Ooh,
ooh.
good question.
Anybody?
Who created
Anybody?
boxing? Do you know, or you just like
No, I just know that I think it's the Greeks actually.
the
I
who?
haven't- the Greeks.
I believe that.
Oh, I
think
thought
they're
you
known
said the
for-
Grinch.
But actually,
Like,
no.
what?
If I'm mistaken, back in the
He
day,
stole
they used
Christmas
to
and developed
boxing was like this. The what?
No, I thought you said the Grinch. I was like,
The Grinch.
he
yeah.
stole Christmas and developed boxing? Interesting.
You got some mad hands.
So who invented it? The Greeks.
The Grinch. Yeah, he got down.
That fool gets down.
But I heard like I think if I'm not wrong, boxing back in the day they used to sit Indian style in front of each other and just fight to the death.
For real?
Well, dude, back in
That's throwback boxing right there.
Well, also they had Greek wrestling and stuff.
Yeah.
It's all
Oh, yeah,
that crazy
Roman Greco.
Yeah, they fought to the death, fought lions, all that. So
No.
Imagine, dude, just boxing somebody sitting Indian style
Sitting
in front of
right
each
in
other.
front of them. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
That's a racial term. You got to say crisscross applesauce now.
Crisscross
applesauce.
Two
That's
people
what I was
sitting
gonna say.
crisscross applesauce in front of each
I,
other
I apologize. I grew up in the 90s. I'm sorry.
when it was still Indian style.
Yes.
We don't mean anything.
But anyways,
Dude,
yeah.
that was a
take it back.
That's a bloody sport, dude. There was bloodier sports too, like back when Mayans
Yeah, like you
and all
said,
that.
weren't they fighting lions and stuff? Or am I mistaken by that? Like the
Yeah.
Greeks and those Colosseums?
Well, yeah, the slaves, yeah, the people that would enslave and all that.
Be like,
the
go throw down,
fighters.
because there's a lose situation. There's no way you're gonna beat up a
Pretty sure,
lion.
like let them beat a couple people up, build the crowd up and then release the lions.
Like,
Dude, that would suck. Imagine winning and you're there like last one left, and then they're like, release the lions. I'm like, oh man.
Like,
I thought it was all over.
like Django Unchained style when he fights the people.
Yeah.
What's his name? Candyland. Is it Candyland?
Is it? Is it Candyland?
Yeah, right.
Django Unchained?
Yeah, John Candy or something. No, John Candy's an actor. Right? What, you ever watched Django Unchained?
Ah, dude, that's a messed up movie. But
Yeah.
yeah.
What's the name of
Especially-
the place they go to?
That's the one with
Leonardo
I
DiCaprio.
I
What's
wanna
his
say
name?
It's called Candyland.
Candyland, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
called Candyland.
Dude,
Who was it Jamie Foxx?
bros, have you guys seen? Oh, Jamie Foxx. Yeah,
Yeah, he was like the dude in the blue suit.
yeah. He's the main dude. He's
Yeah,
Django.
He's Django.
He walks out with the little ruffles and all that good stuff.
To be honest, that's pimping. You know, he knew what was up back then, and that's still
Pimpin'.
fly now.
Oh yeah, he
Have
still
you-
rocks it till
If
this
you go
day.
out to Cleveland, I'm pretty sure you see some pimps out there rocking that right now.
Have you guys seen the pictures to that new Joker movie?
Dude,
It's looking
I saw
so
the little-
dope.
I saw the little video.
Yeah. When
I
he's
saw that video, and it's like flicks of the Joker's face coming onto his face.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
you
dude,
can
it
see
looks
like,
amazing,
dude.
bro.
And I was like, oh man. Let's see
I was
what
like,
they do
them,
with this.
there might be the GOAT Joker coming at us.
Nice.
Heath Ledger finally might get some competition.
But it's
Ledger, man.
Because
Rest in
Cholo
peace.
Joker didn't do it for me.
No.
The last one. Yeah, from the Odd Squad.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't see it. I didn't see it.
Man,
didn't
it's still
see it
hot
either.
outside. You guys stay hydrated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Enjoy the
Is it today
weather.
the first
We're
day
gonna
of,
get cooler.
fall?
Is it?
Is it
Yeah,
today?
it's already fall. Yeah,
Today,
today's
right?
fall.
It's the change of the solstice.
Yes.
Yeah, these are gonna be the last hot days, I believe, and then it's
No,
time to
it's Arizona.
it's time to
It's
cool
hot
off.
every day.
They don't go down
So
without a
during
fight
this
over
time,
here.
if you start
Yeah.
going up towards Flagstaff, you'll see like the
Ooh, it's
leaves change
Ooh,
colors.
I bet it feels amazing up there already.
Oh yeah, they're probably at the 60s over there
Jay's
right
going
now.
up
Yeah.
there, right?
It was
Aren't
like
you going up there?
68.
King Jay, you're going to
Oh,
Flagstaff?
I put a post. I was thinking about it. Yeah.
No.
Dang.
Going?
Huh?
Going?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
Next weekend?
Yeah, just for little.
Just for stuff and giggles?
You ever
Some
go? You guys ever
pictures,
go
man,
out to
even some
the?
dope flicks.
Yeah, take some
Yeah.
pictures out there, bro.
Do you ever go to the rim? Mogollon Rim?
Huh?
Out there at Mogollon Rim, northeast. Dude, way sick, way better.
Go
pics.
get a job over there, too.
The only places, the only places,
Dang.
the only places I've been out there is this place called Lava River Cave.
Mhm.
I've been there,
Dude, out there.
and in Snowball Point, I've been there.
Dude, out there on the rim, there's this like little like where they preserve for horses. Saw like I don't know how many wild packs of horses, like literally 30 horses at least.
Oh
I was,
yeah,
like,
I know what you're
I was
talking
like 10
about.
feet away from a wild horse. That was pretty wild. And yeah, dude. Also saw elk, a bunch of wild animals out there, and
Yeah,
it's beautiful
you,
rocks.
Yeah, you see a lot of wild animals out there. yeah.
Flagstaff doesn't really have that anymore. You just got the,
What?
the animals and stuff. Like,
Oh, well, I haven't been out there in a while, so
When's the last time you've been out there?
it's probably been like 2 years.
I just
3
drove by
years?
there. I
Probably
drove.
3 years.
I've never been there. I go to Sedona more.
Uh-huh.
Sedona.
Yeah, a lot of
Sedona's
people go to
close to-
Sedona more. I think there's a little bit more like activity to do for like tourists
Yeah.
in Sedona rather than there is Flagstaff.
Dude, my favorite still is Colorado. When I went to Colorado,
Oh, I've never been there.
so amazing,
I
dude.
bet, bro.
It was
What
like
part?
June, bro, and it was
what part of Colorado?
Bacon Ridge or whatever.
Did you go to that
Bacon
place
Ridge.
that was called like
Baconator.
Bacon and ribs.
that was
Breckenridge.
like Sioux Falls?
Breckenridge?
Yeah, right there.
Baconage? Breckenridge. Sorry, everybody.
Baconage.
Correction.
That's where we went.
Breckenridge.
He went there with the Grinch.
It was amazing. There you go.
Want to learn some boxing?
Dude, dispensaries are legal over there, so you just walk in and
Yeah.
buy whatever you need and walk out.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that's wild. I experienced that out there in Oregon. Just like pop up, show your ID, grab something. Well, it's not medicine out there. It's just
Recreational.
recreational.
Grab what you want and leave.
Yeah.
But I heard it's like super cheap out there because I know someone that lives out there and she told me that like it's super cheap, dude.
It's about the same.
But then I heard some
30 bucks an eighth, you know.
Yeah, but there's a lot of outdoor out there, and I heard that like they're having problems with some of the the crops because they're coming out moldy and stuff.
In
So-
Colorado or
in
Oregon?
Oregon.
In Oregon?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oregon.
It's so
always-
moist
It's
out
always
there.
moist out there, huh?
Yeah, and then like
Humid.
where is it? I think my friend was in Northern California, and like the smoke creeping in on their crops and stuff.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
What do they grow up there besides weed?
People. No, I'm
Corn.
People,
corn,
trees.
vegetables. Yeah. Yeah. No, there's. I don't know. I wonder what like the Emerald Tri is like. You know, probably beautiful.
Mhm.
Big old,
Ooh.
what I was gonna say green trees, but red trees, the redwoods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be some trippy
That'd be
stuff.
dope. Go up to like Humboldt for all that.
Dude, imagine if like the cactuses were that big. You saw a saguaro that was like the redwoods,
Whoa.
300 feet tall. It's
Oh, it'd be
like,
scary.
you just drive through them and stuff. Like
Just
you
falls on you.
Oh, that would suck.
dude, that would be tripped.
You guys
Right.
going to Earl Stock?
Earls, no, I can't go.
Oh, the one that's in Camp Verde.
Yeah, are you gonna go?
I mean, I'm not gonna go by myself, so probably not.
When is it?
Oh man.
October 26th, I believe,
I think so.
It's like-
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
27th or 28th. Between
a-
that, it's
That's-
one of those.
It's
the
a
weekend
camping-
before.
It's a camping trip, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like for 2-3 days.
Yep.
Yeah.
Medical marijuana card required.
Yep.
Says you can't bring beer though. That kind of upset me.
That sucks.
How can I bring
You're
beer?
like, you
at
know
a
what? I'll be
camping
right
trip?
back. I have a family member out here, and then just go get wasted, bro, and come back.
Nah, just bring it in your whip. Who's gonna be looking around?
Oh yeah, true.
Oh man, but you know you gotta follow the rules. You gotta bring good vibes too. You know?
That's true. Bring good vibes. That's true.
gotta
I'll just stay home and drink then.
But if you go drunk, you'll bring even more better vibes. Like,
We're gonna-
Avoid the mosquito bites.
Oh yeah.
Just pregame it.
Pre-game it.
Mhm.
But they're camping for like 2 days.
Just take some repellent, man.
Yeah, you do need repellent, man.
Development.
Oh man.
That's
September
up,
22nd, 2018. Stay safe out there, people. On this day in 1862, U.S. President Abraham Lincoln says he will free the slaves in all states on January 1st. Why do you have to wait so long?
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
for what?
Is it he has to pass legislation?
To wait until January.
Let me run it by the board.
Well, they always
Pretty
got.
much how it is.
They always gotta let everything go down on January, right?
Is that? Oh yeah, because that's how medical marijuana went down in. No, I mean the recreational in Cali. Remember? January 1st, it went fully legal.
The
When does the president step into office? Not January 1st, right? It's like the 12th or something.
You mean when like there's a new president?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think it's like
The
the
middle of
12th.
the month.
His
Yeah.
house,
Or
the
like
White
the
House
12th
has to
or
pass
14th.
inspection first.
He finds out in November, and then what was that?
Probably tienen pulgas.
Yeah, the White House has to pass inspection.
What kind of inspection?
No, just make sure there's no termites,
I
no
think we have a special guest.
insectos.
Our guest might be here, guys. He's running a little late.
Yeah,
We'll let him sit right here with Prodi,
yeah.
but we don't know. Do we
Yes,
got?
yes,
Do we got
Mom.
the frosty one? So what? So
The
he
snowman.
He freed the slaves, but he waited till January 1st. It's kind of crazy, huh? That stuff like that could go down.
Yeah, man.
You know,
It's,
it's
really
fully
nuts.
like we feel it's fully like not right now, but you still gotta wait 3 more months. So what happens in those 3 months? Slave owners go ham on them.
You know,
They can do
Yeah.
triple the work,
it's,
and then they probably like did like let's release them little by little. You know, like
yeah,
the red zone goes first, then the green zone.
yeah.
You know,
A
so
squad, B squad, C squad.
so they had to wait till like April of
What is
next
he-
year to fully everybody be gone.
You talking about football or what?
Yeah,
Football.
football season.
Nah,
He's in the red zone, in the
Nah.
green zone.
Who's looking good in
So
football
wait,
right now?
How when Abraham Lincoln was when this was all going down? How
When he
old
was a good old man.
Let's see. He was born. Does it say his birthday?
Was he in his like 20s, 30s? Because you know, like back then, like
I want to say late 20s.
Well, he was born in
At
18.
some point, he
yeah,
was in
'cause
his
look,
late 20s.
He died young, 56.
died young. Yeah, so like
1809. So it happened in what the year did we say? 1856, right? And he was born in 1809.
He was probably right on
47.
par, though.
So
with the age
1862.
gap.
1860.
Oh, he's pretty old. 1809. So
Yeah, he was pretty young.
and it happened in 1862. So he was like probably in his 40s, maybe.
All right.
I'm not good at math.
Mid 40s.
Mid 40s.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was already supposed to die by that age at that time. That was the
Ah,
lifespan back then.
He got murked, right? At some
Yeah,
kind of
in the theater.
at the theater watching.
Watching a play?
He
John
was watching Half Baked or something.
Watching Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, there you go.
Disney stand up.
That was dope, dude.
My
His
bad.
new stand-up was pretty cool. I liked it.
Who,
The
Chappelle's?
classic.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah, the two. He did like
Got a lot of good
two-
stand-up.
two-part.
Netflix?
They're both great.
Yeah.
One
That
of them
guy.
was just like, what do they call it? Like a practice set, and he released it. and the other one was the one that he already had practiced so much, and he finally did it in a big theater. That's all like comics do it. They practice their material for like a year or two. And
smaller places.
Once they got their set ready, they practice it in all kinds. Yeah, like
they go on
improv,
tour.
They go on tour to all these comedy clubs. Once they hone down that hour, then they release it to Netflix or whatever.
Yeah, it's a crazy process they take.
It is.
Yeah, but once they release that to Netflix, you can't it's over. You gotta start
over.
Brand new material.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that's why they that whole year writing new stuff or whatever, and then
old school Makika,
rehearse the next year, and then bring it out that third year. So it's like 2-year process, and they
pretty much
come out again.
But back in the day, before like all the internet and all that, some comedians will just stay to the same bit for like
like 20 years.
Most of their career. And you're like, and it was still fresh back then because there wasn't the internet blasting everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now you're like, you can't be repeating that same joke, fool. You said that in 1980.
That's Tony Danza's joke right there.
Yeah, fool.
Shout out to Carlos Mencia, stealing jokes.
Stealing jokes.
Remember when Joe Rogan called him out?
Yep.
Yeah,
You
they
guys
had their beef.
That's when I was first into YouTube. I remember watching that video. It was dope. What is that?
Yeah, it was dope.
Oh, RCAs. I'm tripping over here.
I remember we had that other cable that went to RCA.
Oh, you think it'll work with it?
So about to experiment right now when we go to the music break.
So speaking of the boxing matches, UFC, we got
there's a big one coming up.
Did you see that press conference?
No, I saw a picture. I didn't get to watch it though.
That's not a picture.
Habib versus Conor McGregor.
That look interesting already. It's not just a picture itself.
Yeah, but it was intense, dude.
Yeah, Conor, he just wants to.
It was intense.
He just wants to battle, right? Like he just wants to fight. He hasn't really been doing press conferences and all that, hyping it up like he used to. He just wants
We'll see, man.
Dude, because all he did during that press conference was promote his Irish whiskey he's coming out with, the Proper 12.
Dude, it's kind of crazy, like how being in that lifestyle and like trying to be a normal person and be that high level of a fighter, because he won that title, had his kid, and everything like perfectly timed. Like that guy has his life planned out.
Oh yeah, he made like 100 million off of the Mayweather fight.
Yeah,
He's set. He doesn't even have to fight.
That's what he said. I'm set on the press conference.
Well, yeah, because he knew he's like, I got the 100 million. Just had the kid after that. Disappeared for how long? Like a year, 2 years.
Something like that, like a year.
And now he's coming back.
You think he's gonna win?
I don't know.
I don't know. Let's see if he got to the.
Last time he set foot in the ring, got worked.
I think he's gonna get worked again.
Think so?
I might come back when he sets foot in the ring again. Like, oh dang!
It's all about
octagon.
You
It's
don't
an
think
octagon.
any rejuvenation
You
going
guys
there?
ever seen Habib? That dude grew up wrestling bears. That's what he practiced.
Oh, is that the dude off the internet? The
Yeah.
video?
Yeah.
He was like
That's him?
he's like
When
a,
he was a child?
he's like
Yeah.
a child and he's wrestling a little grizzly bear, bro.
And he's like in a
wow.
tracksuit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him.
That's
the
it,
grizzly bear's
man.
all biting him in the head, bro, and
I-
everything.
Yeah.
I thought that was Lomachenko.
The dad's right there. The dad's right there just cheering him on. Like,
That's nuts.
take him down, son.
Is he
Son.
Russian? Are they
Russian, yeah.
Yeah,
Dude.
he's Russian.
Dude,
Straight up Russian, bro.
shout out to the Russians. They take everything to a whole new
Yup.
level.
Oh yeah, and they're just serious.
And
And
they
they're
wear the
wrestle.
coolest hats.
Well, we
or
wrestle
whatever they
too.
wear.
We wrestle with bear.
Oh, you wrestle too?
Exactly.
And they wear the coolest hats too, or what are they?
Oh, dude,
Koofies
those
or
guys
what?
wear those hats.
What
Those things
hats?
to keep you warm in the cold
Yeah.
weather, man.
They have earmuffs and
They
everything.
got
They
like
got the-
those round top
Yeah.
ones, and they're all furry.
Oh yeah.
They're like fox, made out of fox or
Yeah, it's like
something.
it looks like a blonde afro.
Yeah.
Dude,
Every time-
Uncle Buck wears it. In
Yeah.
the movie Uncle Buck.
I don't know.
every time he wins, he puts it on Joe Rogan during the interview in the octagon.
That's funny.
What?
You know how Joe Rogan interviews
yeah.
the winner? He always puts it on Joe Rogan, so Joe Rogan has this big old hat while he's interviewing Khabib. But
the hat that you put. Okay, I got it. Cool.
But Khabib's he's a monster, bro.
Fighting bears,
He's a
man.
monster, bro.
Fighting bears.
Dude.
That's all I gotta say.
Who's gonna defeat him? I mean,
He's 26-0, and he's like dominated. He hasn't lost one round in his
that's
entire
kinda-
career.
3 fights against grizzly bears too.
Mm.
Not
That's
only,
kinda like
not
my-
only
that's
counted
kinda-
against humans.
It's kind of like my homie back from the hood. You know, he was a track star, but we were always running away from Rottweilers and pits. So
Yeah.
That's how he got that speed. I always got bit though.
They gotta introduce that.
They're the one they caught up to you.
Nah, just kidding.
The one they feasted on is.
He's like, I got 23 stitches to prove it.
We'll start with number
He's
one.
all, that was just last night.
Nah,
Man.
just kidding.
Like, who's your homie? Usain Bolt.
How
Team
am I?
Bolt.
What's
Man,
up,
that's
brother?
trippy
The
stuff.
hell, Mike?
So how far away?
Well, Conor McGregor for sure has got a fight ahead of him.
How far away is that? Yeah.
I'm not
That's
sure, dude.
October 6th, 10 days.
That's right around the block.
Dang, that's like 2
Yeah.
days after the fair opens.
Yes, it is.
When does the fair open?
The 4th of October?
No way.
I think so.
Nice.
It's not like all month,
Man,
man.
you gotta
Roach,
go.
Roach Clip,
I love it.
Roach Clip Fair Trip.
We're gonna be there live. We're gonna be like
We'll set up a table and do autographs.
do like
We'll have,
sports.
Yeah, we'll be there for
style.
sure.
We're gonna be like there, just a panel.
We're gonna bring our own fold-out table.
Yeah.
Just have,
Set up next to a food stand or something.
have a
Yeah.
poster board that says we're, autographs, free autographs.
Next to a
Free
churro spot.
autographs, free hugs.
Free autographs till
Free
10.
hugs.
Yeah,
Buy
free
turkey
hugs.
legs.
We're gonna have a kissing booth. King Jay's kissing everybody.
Everybody.
Male or female.
Everybody's getting a smooch from King Jay.
As long as Trump don't show up, because we don't want Trump. He's fired.
No, he gets two chaps.
He
a
better
week.
not even pull up right now.
Obama fired him, dude.
Obama.
Hey, bro, so earlier we were at Nirvana Center. Shout out Nirvana
Oh,
Center.
big ups. Big
Big
ups.
ups.
Their anniversary.
Yeah, they had.
Congratulations.
They done became a part of the
Yeah.
cannabis cactus
Oh,
community.
yeah, and they're working with the Cannabis Cactus now.
Yeah.
So that's
Oh.
another
They're
big
part of the community now.
They're
So.
official now.
We need that cowbell in here.
But anyway,
Oh.
we were out there just chatting with people, and
Yeah.
this big gust of wind came, bro.
Whoa.
Dust Devil.
Oh, you were there too, right?
The
bro?
Arizona Twister. I was standing in the middle of it. Almost took
Whoa.
my shirt off.
Dude, like four.
Nah.
Good thing it wasn't a good
Gus was that strong. No, dude.
stronger because
Dude.
if you would have had your hands up, it probably would have blew your shirt
That
off.
was a
Dude,
kinky twister.
how many booths flipped over?
Oh,
Everyone
A
did.
lot. Like all of them.
Every booth did, but like 2 of them caught the major whirlpool where it just
Yeah.
Dude, the main booth
tore
they had
it
to
up.
throw away, like those big,
Oh,
tight,
man, they
those
got
big
all
white
ripped up.
ones
it smashed
with the windows and stuff. Those
Yeah, that thing's-
fancy
the
ones.
frame, all the frame got bent. They were just tossing
they-
everything.
Damn, that sucks.
that thing is-
sorry that happened to you guys.
couple.
No, it was
racks
a-
at least
It
for
was
that
a
thing.
tragedy.
It does suck. But
And then some vendors like
oh, they just dipped.
like our buddy Frosty. He's gonna be up here in a minute.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we gotta
check
ask
out.
Frosty see what his losses were.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Frosty.
I heard a couple of his pieces broke.
Yeah, dude. Cause like that
Speaking
thing.
about Frosty,
It-
didn't you do a piece for him out there,
Oh, that's
yeah,
true.
man. I just
Mr.
did.
Alto?
Yeah.
Mr. Letter Fanatic over here.
Yeah, man. He
So
reached
you-
out on IG and he digs the art. He was like, "Man, you want to paint my backyard?" I was like, "Yeah."
It looks amazing, bro. Have you seen it?
Thank you.
I saw a flick. Only saw one of them, but
Oh, yeah.
It looks
In-
amazing.
in
It's
pers-
really
in
Frosty
person,
Fresh.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
it's really Frosty
it's like
Fresh.
in a corner, so it's like I wanted it to look like straight.
that's not easy.
So when you like step into it, you can see it straight. You don't see like the letters bending.
That's
So it
all.
worked. It worked. Put a little campfire in there. Hit it up. Look, legalize it. Frostys Fresh. Big
But I
ups,
mean,
man. Big ups to Vita Dabs.
I mean, they had so many deals at Nirvana. I mean, they still
Dude,
do,
I
right?
heard. I heard.
What time do they close?
They
7?
always got deals. But
Yeah.
when their anniversary, I could only imagine.
Right now, they have like $20 quarters and stuff, bro.
Oh, snap.
What's going
Yeah.
on?
Yeah, so if anything, we'll just go on.
On Instagram?
Yeah. And then we can just.
Yeah, check out that piece. Check out on Letter Fanatic on Instagram. He has his pictures up
My sick.
of the
Got some sick glass for that.
Frosties Fresh, isn't
Frostys
it?
Fresh.
It's
man.
with the S, right?
Yeah,
after?
with the Nest.
Or you want some fresh taggings,
Yeah.
custom?
Letter Fanatics.
Nowhere
the
to
place
go.
Man.
If you
know?
guys want dope radio action, you guys are tuning into the best.
Yeah.
you
And then
know?
if you
Roach
need any
Clip
of those-
Radio,
Yeah.
KDIF.
102.9 FM community radio.
South Phoenix was good.
What's good, South Phoenix? Stay
Talk to me,
safe
players.
as always, it is Saturday night.
Good.
You know, I know you guys like to party. You guys like to
Tonight.
get crunk like Little John.
Tonight
But
is
you
the
know who else likes to get crunk like Little John? The Popo. The Popo.
They do, so don't let them turn you up. 'cause they
And the
will.
Roach Clip Podcast Radio.
Always.
Oh, man. Remember Little John and the East Side Boys?
Yes,
When they
I
had
do.
the little takeover? They had some dope tracks though, like the ones with Ice Cube and
Yeah, they had some dope ones.
Remember
Those
that
can
song?
rap. East Side Boys could rap, man.
But I like
Yeah,
that.
they had some bangers.
I like that one song with Ice Cube. Remember the grand finale? T.I., Ice Cube.
That was dope.
Oh, that's
That
a
was
classic
dope.
song.
They threw Ice Cube till the end. I'm like, that's dope. That's respect, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta respect the legend like
Yeah,
Cube.
because he had the
Yeah.
hardest bars.
Oh yeah, man.
He still does to this day. He has hard
Yeah.
bars.
Yeah.
I remember War and Peace, like the War CD was so dope.
Yeah.
I just had it laying around and. Okay, so
Ladies and gentlemen.
let's go to a commercial break so we can set up our guests.
Yeah. Let's do
Did I
that.
say commercial
so-
break? I meant music.
Music break.
Yeah, tune into these classic jams.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Check it out.
Road Clip Radio.
KDIF
102.9
102.9.
Dabs
FM,
up.
South
Yeah.
Phoenix. Shout out to all our online listeners. KDIF.org. Listen to my radio app. Boom.
From the depths of the sea, back to the block, Snoop Doggy Dogg, funky is the doc. Went solo on that ass, but it's still the same. Long Beach is the spot where I serve my cane. Follow me, but you bet not slip, cause 9 tris ain't the years there for me to blizz out my grip. So I ain't holding nothing back, and once again I got 5 on the
Me to both, but we like hot butter on a breakfast toast. Rock it out, a baby bubba to the boogie, then bang bang, the boogie to the beat. So you need
Road Clip
come on.
Radio.
The
102.9 KDIF.
South Phoenix Community Radio.
Good afternoon.
Shout out to everybody listening on KDIF.org. Listen to
Yes.
my app.
Listen to my radio.
What's up?
Yes.
So we got a special guest. You know, he just showed up. We had to go eat some bomb chicken wings that King Jay hooked us up with.
Yeah.
Always
Jay,
cooking
the
for the
chef.
crew. Shout out to King Jay.
Always cooking for you
I'm
guys.
telling you, you should make a cooking show on YouTube, bro.
Yeah.
You make some good food.
Never thought about it.
Start getting some cannabis infused recipes and it'd be dope.
Mm-hmm.
Bring it in with a new style.
Exactly. So
That's
yeah,
dope.
we're talking about that Nirvana thing. So we got one of the victims here.
Oh man.
He was victimized by what happened with that gust of wind, or
Oh, man, that
what do you
sucks.
call it? The Arizona tornado. Or
Oh,
whatever?
the Dust Devil, the
Dust
Arizona
Devils.
Twister.
Boo.
The
Yeah,
boo.
we got Frostys Fresh in the
Yeah.
building. Shout out. What's up, Frosty?
What's going on, everyone? How are you doing today?
Doing great.
Good,
doing
good,
great,
bro.
man.
So what's up, Frosty? What happened, dude? What happened to your stuff?
Nirvana.
Things were going pretty good until the Haboo showed up and took the tent away.
Oh man.
Did it break any of your
A
glass?
couple of things, not too bad. I tried to save the tent, but once the tent was gone, we saved the glass instead.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
But,
for the people that don't know what exactly you do, what is it that you do and you
so
provide
I-
for the community?
I blow glass. I make custom like dab rigs and stuff like that for the medical marijuana community, and some mainly like glass art.
Sick. Yeah, he's done some pretty sick pieces.
When do you start?
Thank you.
How do you start, and when did you start?
So I've
doing
been blowing glass for about a year and a half. I got
this?
started.
Wait, a year and a half?
Yeah, that's all I've been on right now.
You're already a legend? What?
Already a legend, full on business,
Right.
rocking.
Nah, I try to
That's
do my
dope.
thing, but I got started after I got in trouble for growing marijuana. So after they came and took my lovely plants away, I had to do something. 9 to 5 was not going to cut it for me, so
Yeah.
I got into glass blowing, and then from then on, here we are now.
Dang, dude.
What can you tell us about that bus?
Um,
Like, how much can you mention?
no, everything's cool. Everything is behind me now. I'm just
All right.
serving my sentence. I ended up getting work release. I got 9 months of work release. I got 7 months left. Good shout out to Durango. They keep me housed every night.
Hey, Durango.
What do they give
Thanks
you
to
for
the
breakfast?
Phoenix
Oh, dude.
citizens for the room and board.
Yeah, thank God our pyro's not there, but the food's not changed. It's not even real peanut butter. It's
yeah.
fake peanut butter, soy peanut
The
butter.
powder?
Mm-hmm.
No, it comes ready to go, but
Yeah.
it's not real peanut butter. They give you a rotten apple,
Yeah.
some milk that's ready to expire in a day or two, so and
Ginger
it's
snap
fat free,
cookies.
nasty milk. And no, yeah, they do get the ginger snaps sometimes. We had some good cookies, but I think they ran out, and now we're on these horrible cookies. So.
Oh man.
And in one little tiny packet of jelly, I don't know what you're gonna do with that jelly, but you get one little tiny packet of jelly and a huge
Yeah.
packet of peanut butter, fake peanut butter, and some stale bread. That's your breakfast.
Dang. So, just getting back to your little, history about yourself. You can Google it and
Yeah, you can. Unfortunately, you can still Google
man.
my
Google it,
situation. Yeah, they came. I had 3 houses going at the time. I was doing all right. They found, I think, like 700 plants when they came.
Whoa.
Did it catch you by surprise?
Yeah,
when they came?
big surprise, man. I just kept my head down, was trying to do my thing. Someone ended up, I guess, was jealous, or some here or there. Someone told on me. Long story short, they took my trash for a few months, and for my trash, they got their search warrant to go in my house. Yeah.
Whoa, dude.
So your trash is not safe. It was black bagged and lid shut, but they ended up, I guess they took my whole can. They take my whole trash can, leave a new trash can. Every week. I had 3 different houses, so they're taking them for all my houses, and they found a lot of stuff in my trash. I didn't know that. It was no good.
All you people doing your thing right now, make sure you guys
find a way to dispose your stuff.
Throw your trash in your neighbor's. Throw your trash in your neighbor's garbage.
Supermarket.
Yeah, don't put anything you don't want in your trash, because I guess it's public property at that point once it's in your trash.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so
push it up to the curb.
Through my neighbor's trash.
Yeah, you can whatever you want to do. Trash is now public property, I guess. So.
Damn.
So that's what got me caught up.
If you mind me asking, what kind of system were you running? Like
I ran all dirt, all cocoa, so hand watered all my plants. I try to show them love, you know. We provided the best, all organic.
You hand watered 700 plants?
Yeah, hell yeah, man. I had one little homie that helped me out and stuff like that, like keep him to the side, but pretty much, yeah, most of the stuff was done, you know, all by me.
That is true love right there.
Dang, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Nurturing every single plant.
Yeah, I loved what I did, man. I had a lot of people I took care of, older people and stuff like that. People really used the medicine to help them out, you know.
I'm sorry, but like, how long ago was this? Like, when
February 15th, 2017 is when they came.
Whoa.
Yeah, super recent. So that's when I got into glass. So I got into glass in about March. That's kind of like when I started. I started making like hand pipes and stuff like that. I really didn't know where I was going to go or what I wanted to do. A lot of my homies still supported me from, you know, my business of marijuana, and I had my logo still, the snowman, and so people started trying to get me to make pendants for them. Pendants involved into the faces I do, and then faces evolved into rigs, and so I do a little bit of everything now, but that's kind of like where my progression came from.
Yeah, that's some dope rigs. Those
You're about to drop like
Much love.
a special one, right, for the Puffco's?
Yeah, I'm doing some Puffco's right now. I don't do a lot of Puffco's. Some artists do a lot of this, a lot of that. I try to do limited release stuff, so maybe 5 or 10 of things, you know, and same thing for Puffco's. So I did my first 10. Those went real well. We did 5 more, and then I have 5 more that are coming behind those. So I try to keep everything limited edition. So, you know, if you get something from me, you get a piece of work that's not everybody else has.
Are they all sold out already now?
My first 5 are, and then we have 5 more that are going to come up right behind those, and I think there's 4 slots left for those right now.
If somebody would want to pick that up, where would they go?
Frostys Fresh, right on Instagram. Yeah, that's where you can catch me all day. I try to go live a lot. You guys can catch me working and stuff like that. I try to interact with my customers quite a bit.
Dude, that's exactly where I saw you. I love watching your videos.
Thank you.
Your torches, like, going crazy. Yeah. I'm like, man, this guy's insane.
Yeah, I work right inside my studio and stuff like that. A lot of people trip out. I work inside the house. I get that all the time. Like, you working in your kitchen? I'm like, well, my kitchen's a little to the left, but I'm in my living room.
Oh, that's your living room?
That is straight my living room. Yeah.
I walked in, dude, and I was like, oh, snap, it's right there.
Yeah, I do. I work straight in the living room. But, I mean, it's all vented and stuff. Everything's safe. You know what I mean? I get to kick it with my dogs all day. So
it looks legit. Like, the setup looks legit. It's not rinky-dink.
Well, when I grew weed, I did my own electricity. I did my own ventilation, all that stuff like that. So it's the same thing. You know, I took some of my fans from when I used to grow and set them up inside, and now we have ventilation, and now we're blowing glass, you know?
Right.
Oh,
so,
nice.
Yeah, so if I can't grow weed, I will make you a piece to smoke weed out of. One way or another, I'm going to take care of you in the community.
You're going to stay with cannabis.
I'm not going away nowhere.
That's what's up.
So before all this, did you already blow glass?
No, not at all.
How did you get good so fast? Did you have
honestly,
a mentor
it was
or something?
No, I just I had to feed my family. This is what I chose to do to feed my family, so I really had no choice but to do well.
Dude, mad respect.
Thank you.
Mad respect.
I did buy and sell a lot of glass, like when I was still growing and stuff like that. It's just kind of a way to take some of your extra money and get rid of it and bring it back in a legal sense, I guess, if you want to say. So I knew a lot of the bigger artists out there. I seen a lot of heady glass. I've owned, you know, pretty expensive pieces. I used to own a $25,000 piece, you know.
Oh, wow.
But it's art out there, you know. Once people blow up and they've been on the torch 20 years or so, you know, they start commanding a pretty high price. So I used to buy and sell a lot of art like that, and so I knew there was a market in it. I knew if I could figure something out and catch a niche and put my work in, that I could definitely go somewhere with it. Yeah.
What is your most expensive piece?
Right now, my stuff maybe like $500 to $750. Nothing crazy right now, but definitely my goal is to get up there, where some of these bigger artists are, and I'm still super new, super fresh. I consider myself a white belt,
Frostys Fresh.
I still,
That's dope.
Yeah, I'm still definitely trying to work. Yeah, for sure.
You think yourself as a white belt?
100, man. 100,
Dude,
Always learning.
Yeah, for sure. I'm trying to get to that yellow belt stage, I'm getting closer. But
what's up?
definitely on my way up there. But yeah, my goal is to get up there, like my next goal is like where I can start selling pieces for $1,000, comfortably, and I have a good clientele where people are happy to pay that from me,
right.
So
Yeah.
And then it just goes up from there. But like like some of these bigger artists, $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000. Motherships go, minimum they start out like $1,500, $2,000, like the cheapest mothership you can buy.
Wow.
I mean, these guys have been in the game a long time, but those are my goals. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
to
totally.
to get to a point where I can put art out like that, and where it's appreciated and respected enough that people are down to pay that for it.
And you're working on some national stuff, you were saying?
Yeah, I have stuff all over. I have stuff overseas. I have stuff in Canada. I mean, all across the states and stuff like that. Once I get done with my jail and probation situation, I want to try and travel a little bit and push my work around more and more. It just seems as soon as I put in front of people's faces, it goes faster and faster. The more people see it, the more work I sell. So
yeah,
that's just kind of like my goal. Is like because I am super new, so I'm not in front of a ton of people. I have a fair amount of followers, but the more people that I can see my work and spread the love out there, what I mean? The more,
especially in person,
So with your IG following, that just all came up like in the past year and a half?
Yeah, I think I had like I don't know, maybe 4,000 followers, something like that, when I was just hustling. I mean, you try not to put that out there too much. I mean, my stuff was definitely on Instagram, and then that's not what got me in trouble. I mean, it didn't make it any better for me, but it wasn't what got me caught up. But I didn't have a huge following. People knew me by word of mouth. I was pretty well known in the community for my medicine and stuff like that. So that definitely helped me get a jump start into the glass industry. I had a good amount of supporters. They understood what I went through. They understand what I was going through. I didn't want any handouts. I knew what I was doing was not 100% okay. But I was going to get back on top, on my own by hard work, So I got supported, well through that, But my goal was not to take any handouts. I would rather make you a piece of art, a piece of glass, and give it to you in return for what you're giving me. I didn't want to take anything free, That wasn't my goal. Like, there's people out there that that are hurting way worse than me. I just wanted to get back on top, and I'm nowhere near where I was at before. But I feed my family well. I mean, we're happy. Everybody's taken care of. I have good days. Nights aren't the best. We sleep at Durango on the metal cots, but 7 more months and then we'll be all done with that situation. So I'm blessed that's all that happened with me, with everything that they found and everything that was inside my home.
Yeah, it's a pretty legit outcome for.
Yeah, I shout out to my lawyer Joe. He took good care of me.
Shout out
Joe.
Yeah,
not Arpaio.
100%. Not Arpaio. Kornicki, Joe Kornicki. Yeah, he's the man. If you ever get in trouble, he'd take good care of you. So you got to bring him some money though. He doesn't do nothing for free.
Gotta get that retainer.
If you're good at something, you don't do it for free.
For sure, 100. So. But that he did really well for me, and I got blessed to even get onto work release. Most people don't even get that option, so I get out. I get to go to work during the day. I go back and I sleep at jail. So 2 months down, 7 more months to go. I can't really complain too much.
Flat by, man.
Yeah, I wish we could get better beds in there. If anybody's listening, I could help that situation out.
Elon Musk.
Start a fund.
It's fun to help the jails and the bed situation. It's not the best. The food's not the best, but I get to eat on the outside. But the bed, man, the bed kills
we
it.
Need Sealy mattresses.
We'll give me a doctor's note. Maybe that'll help out. I can bring my own mattress inside.
Orthopedic ones. Yeah.
Dang, dude, that's hardcore. You got mad positivity going on. That's awesome.
Hell yeah, thank you. Yeah, I mean, you just got to put things behind you and move forward. I got a family to take care of and stuff, and being down on the situation is not going to make it no better. So, I'm like I said, I'm blessed that the outcome that happened. I'm free right now. I get to work. I still get to do what I love to do. No medicine right now, which that's kind of the only bummer. But 7 months, man, we'll be back to medicating well.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Yeah.
So you were just telling me, like, if you have a medical card and you do get picked up, you can't medicate.
Yeah, they will not in the work release or work furlough programs. They pretty much have their own rules. Mm-hmm. So they will not let you do any form of medication. Not even I know medical marijuana is kind of like an iffy thing. So that's that. But I have a buddy in there. He got in a car accident and he was prescribed painkillers person, he's not even allowed to take his painkillers because it's a narcotic.
Oh,
so they're
okay.
pretty strict.
What?
Yeah, so they're real strict on that type of stuff. I guess they make their own rules. They say it's a privilege to be in the programs and not to be in full custody.
Oh, okay.
So you kind of, if you want to be there, you have to abide by their rules.
What about like the CBD like herb that you can get at like Just Blaze? Shout out Just Blaze.
Yeah, I mean like there's a lot of good CBD out there. For me personally, I guess it becomes like down to a little bit of paranoia. I just
Not worth it.
Yeah, not to me because I know things are supposed to be legit, this and that. I just sometimes wonder if they're 100% clean.
Yeah.
And,
Oh yeah.
And-
You were saying
you know,
that.
and then you
It's not
start
worth it.
ingesting a fair amount of it. And
Yeah.
now, well, this .03 that they say is legal to be in there now as it starts showing up in your
Why even
system,
roll the
and like.
dice?
Yeah, like I said, I'm blessed to be, into in this program,
that?
and I get to go home and see my family every day and stuff. And smoking right now is not worth it. I just get this little bit behind me, and then I can be right back to it.
7 months on work
Yeah,
release
exactly.
goes way faster than 7 months locked up.
Yeah.
24/7.
I was for my first 2.5, 3 weeks. I was in full custody before they got me into the program, and it was a nightmare,
Yeah,
man.
man, it was whack.
Whew, it's not fun,
Yeah.
and you have no choice but to eat that food. Right now I can eat on the outside. They give you slop every night, and it's horrible. Sometimes on Wednesday and Friday you get rice. That's the best night of the weeks right there.
Wow.
You get a little bit of rice, but for the most part you get overcooked vegetables and slop, and
Yeah.
everything's soy based there. There's no real meat, so it's
wow.
all fake meat.
Like Jack in the Box tacos.
Yeah.
So-
but
so-
not even close to Jack in the Box tacos.
Is it
I
'cause-
wish they tasted like that.
No salt. Like that's one of the big things is there's no salt in
Yeah.
nothing. So
What are
it's
they
like,
going vegan or
that's,
something?
That's real torture. No
Super.
salt.
No salt at all. And like if you get commissary, you can get that's kind of makes it better. But like when you first get in there, you got to go through the process. You got to
Yeah.
get money on your books. You got to yada yada. So like once I got commissary, it made it a little better. Like if you have to be in there, you need to get a whole packet of cheese and dump that on your slop, and that kind of sums it up a little bit better for you.
What's a slop?
That's what they feed you at nighttime, man. It's like I couldn't even really tell you what it is. It's a
You don't eat it, do you?
not no more. No.
Yeah, why would
no
you?
more. No.
Yeah, why would you?
No
Well,
more.
when you're there, that's all you got.
Oh yeah, if you're there 24/7.
Yeah, if you're in full custody, you really have no choice. I mean, like you
Probably
can
go a
only,
day or two.
Well, this
you know,
vato don't
but-
gotta eat that for sure.
Yeah, eventually,
no
you're like,
way.
oh, man.
and then I think there's a problem with the water there. I don't know for sure,
Oh,
but
yeah.
but
Yeah,
yeah,
what
the
a
water
nutty.
the water is no good, man. It no
Tastes weird.
tastes weird. It hurts your belly.
Yeah.
What?
For real?
Yeah, man. Like it's not 100. I think there's a problem with the water. Well, Durango's already condemned.
Yeah, it's supposed to be shutting down
It is,
soon.
they're
What?
building the new jail. Durango's been condemned for black mold and asbestos. So
And they still have people
and
in
they
there?
still have us in there, man. Like
Is that what
What?
construction's going on?
that? Yeah, they're building a new jail. They're trying to build us a new home. Hopefully, it's better.
Dang, dude.
But yeah, it's definitely been condemned. It's a well-known fact. There's a lawsuit out and stuff like that. If you're in there for so many days, you could try to file against it. I've been told that they've ran out of money from the lawsuit, but at the end of the day, it's not the best place.
Yeah.
That's gnarly.
Wow.
So
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty crazy.
'Cause
And
of
then-
it.
Dude, you got a crazy story, crazy life going on right now, man.
Well, everything's swamp cooled there. I think that's like a big problem with their black mold.
How's
Oh
it
yeah.
feeling?
Oh
there?
yeah.
Is it
It's
hot?
not.
Is
No,
it
it's
muggy?
freezing cold, man, because they don't clean really. Like
Yeah.
we're relied to clean our own stuff, and I mean, some people just don't clean their cells at all. But I think they try to keep it like a refrigerator in there to keep the germs down. I think that's their whole idea behind everything. Yeah.
Keep it under 65.
Yeah, 100. It
Kills
is,
everything.
It's definitely
Security.
it's cold, super cold in there, man. You wear your blanket at night when you sleep, like.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so but it's not terrible, man. Like I sell these come and go. Most of the people that are in the program I'm in are in there for DUIs, so they're in there for 2 weeks, 30
Quick
days,
In and out.
pretty much in and out. You know what I mean? So sometimes you get lucky, you get someone that's in there been there for a few months, but not that many people are actually in there for that long of a period of time with the program I'm in right now.
Is there
So-
a chance? Is there a chance of you getting out early?
No chance at all. I wish. I get that asked a lot, but the way the judge wrote my sentence, he wrote it as flat time. So there's no
yeah.
good
No wiggle
behavior,
room.
no nothing at all, not at all. My probation officer did tell me that if I paid my fines and stay out of trouble and stuff like that, he kicked me off in a year. I have 2 years of probation, so I'm on probation now as I'm incarcerated. So I'm kind of serving my probation and my jail at the same time. I only have to serve 3 months of probation once I get out of Durango, which is not too bad. So
That's chill.
get everything wrapped up pretty quick, be done and over with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and start moving on.
Yeah,
expanding your market.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm trying to go to Vegas a little bit. Me and a couple homies have looked at maybe opening a smoke lounge out there. Recreational marijuana's out there. It's legalized.
Yeah.
You're not really supposed to smoke in like hotels or on the street, so we're trying to put like a little coffee shop type setting together.
Dude, that's what's up.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the more legal hustles, like
big things.
At the end of the day, like if you hustle or have that mentality of, or however you want to phrase it, no matter what it is, like you just got to go out there and do it.
Yeah.
So whether it be merch or glass or whatever I'm doing, like I'm just trying to find other legal aspects where I can push myself out there and take good care of my family.
For sure, DIY, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's where it's at. I don't want to work for the man. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, me neither. I haven't done it enough.
And like the big thing I guess that comes down to that is like there's a lot of hard workers out there, and like some of these people aren't rewarded for their hard work.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Most.
Yep.
Most of them are not. Like you work as hard as you want, you still make that hourly wage. So that's really what killed me as a kid. Growing up working. I've lived my own since I was like super young. I've always worked for somebody when I was younger, and you can work as hard as you want to. You may get a $quarter raise, but I mean, a lot of that work that you're putting in is going to somebody else. Someone else profits off of that. So that's really why, I went and got into glass blowing. Going to work like a 9 to 5 or something like that just wasn't for me. I wanted, if I was going to put my hard work into it, then I wanted to reap the benefits of that, And I definitely have. So, working, 15, 20-hour days is, that's what it kind of took. And I was blessed enough to take care of all my bills before I went in. I didn't know how the outcome was going to be with going through court and stuff like that. I mean, I had a plea on the table, but there wasn't no guarantees or anything like that. So I put enough things together where I paid all my bills, all my dog's food and stuff like that. So I'm set for the year until my sentence is up. So
nice.
So I'm doing well now. Now I have time to take back, and the homie stopped by the other day and painted my wall. I got to kick it a little bit and enjoy things like that. You know what I mean? And I'm not as like worried about like, I got to make peace. I can enjoy the day a little bit, enjoy my family a little bit more. So
that's what's up, too.
So how do you learn how to blow glass?
It's really just trial and error. I refer to a lot as like riding a bike, man. You get on your bike and ride it. No one really says this is how you ride your bike. I mean,
well, how do you learn what you need to buy? Like, I wouldn't know. Like,
I mean, you just kind of start picking it up. I've had a few homies like through the industry that I can ask questions and that help me with some stuff here and there. But really, at the end of the day, it's trial and error. It's turning like it everything. On. And yeah, I mean, just like you guys do here. I mean, like you put your time in, you learn from your mistakes, you try to make it better. And
that's with everything.
Yeah, and then if you're really into it and you put your time into it, then it progresses. Well, but it's like with anything you do, and all back to that thing. Like if riding a bike, like. If you don't get on that thing and ride, you're not going to know.
So you blew glass right before you got hit up, right? Right before you got hemmed up?
No, my homie blew glass at his shop, and I had the bright idea. I thought it was fun. So I was getting ready to get into it. I made like a couple marbles or something like that, but nothing. I really didn't blow glass. It was just like I'd come over at night, kick it at a spot for a little bit, watch him, and he kind of got me into it. He blew glass and he had no air conditioner. It was super hot in his shop, and I was like, bro, I grow weed. Like I got extra air conditioners. Like let me hook you up, dude. Like I was like, I'll hook you up with an air conditioner. Let me come over to your spot and kick it. You know what I mean? And watch a little bit. And so it wasn't very long after. It was maybe a month or two when my whole situation went down. So I got a little bit of time in there, and I got to see some stuff. I've seen a lot of other art. That's kind of like what got me going into it, but. It just really takes I could tell you all day how to ride a bike, this and that, or if you want to do this trick, but you got to try it, you got to do it, you got to ride it.
Have you burned yourself?
Dude, I burned myself a lot. I mean, it's better now,
pretty
but
bad.
Not terrible. I put my thumb in the torch one time on accident. It was pretty rough. I've cut myself a few times here and there.
That's no joke.
Yeah, it wasn't the fun thing, but I've gotten better about it. You kind of get cautious, like don't touch this, don't touch that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, but. It's with anything, dude. If it's not super dangerous, but I mean,
it just looks crazy.
It does. It blows people away. The flame's pretty big.
Yeah,
for sure. But I work inside of it's all concrete box. You know what I mean, like that concrete board and stuff. So it's pretty safe. You can't catch it on fire. I've dropped my mini torch on there, my hand torch, and nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Nah, I drop hot glass on there. It's all good.
Damn. Could you tell us a little bit of the story when it all went down? Was it in the morning? Was it at night?
Yeah, dude, it was in the morning, dude. It was crazy. It was like 6 in the morning. I thought I heard something. I lived in a real nice neighborhood, and so it was pretty quiet. I thought I heard something out front, and I went and looked through my people because my house didn't have really windows in the front. It was just a big door and then big walls in the front. And there was like 50 cops and a couple tanks sitting out front. And I was
Did they
tanks.
smash the door or did you open it up?
I got lucky. They hit me with the loudspeaker when they first came, and I seen them outside, and I was like, "This is it," you know, like. You kind of expect it sooner or later. I guess you kind of mentally have to plan for it, you know.
That's a big possibility. You know,
100.
That's gonna go down. Yeah.
I grabbed my phone and I called one of my buddies and I gave it to my girl and told her I loved her and I didn't really think they were gonna mess with my girl because my girl had nothing to do with my situation. She worked a normal job. She did her thing. She would come and go, you know, and so I gave her my phone and went out front, dude, like almost swan dive on the ground. Like I'm not a violent person. I grew pot, you know, like. I was like, "Hey, I'm super sorry," you know, like, and they cuffed me up, whatnot, and then they actually took my girl too and cuffed her up, and then I told them, you know, what they wanted, where things were in the house, and then they went to my grows after my house and stuff, and took me down to. I was in Surprise, so it took me to Surprise jail. It was like 6:30 in the morning when we got to jail. They tried to question us a little bit, but I wasn't for, you know, I don't talk to the police.
Right.
Yeah.
And so after they tried that nonsense, I told them, you know, it's lawyer time, and so they sent us down, and they sent us down to 4th Ave, and then booked us in or whatnot. And to my surprise, they OR'd us. I didn't think that we were gonna get.
Let you go?
They let me go with after 30 hours. When we were in there, we were stressed and we were trying to make phone calls because they ended up taking me, my girl, my homie, and his girl, and then another young homie that was kind of like he would just run errands for me and stuff like that. And so once we got in there, we were putting money together. I wanted to get the girls out first and then send the other 2 homies out. I said, if I have to stay, I really never thought I'd see the light of day. I mean, I knew what was going on and this and that. And like I had they found like 700 plants, a few hundred pounds of bud. I had 3 houses and stuff.
Did they take anything like computers or like
TVs,
cash or
anything electronics?
Really?
Like,
they took all that too?
All that stuff, but they took everything. Everything, yeah. Like I mean, all the way down
to your bank accounts got frozen.
I never put money in my. They did freeze my bank account, but it had like $4 in it because I was
smart.
Yeah, I never kept money in the bank. I kept money in my safe. They blew the door off my safe, took all the money out of my safe, and
were your dogs safe?
That was the one thing I was blessed. Everything worked out. They didn't get hurt or nothing. Animal control let them stay in the house. They let me make a call and send someone to my house to stay with my animals and stuff like that. So my dogs were all good.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I have 8 dogs. So like,
8 dogs.
Yeah, so I have
pretty cool dogs.
All right. Yeah. I'm very happy that nothing.
Yeah, so nothing happened. I had 2 Frenchies, and then they had babies, and so my babies were there. They were only like 3 months old, 4 months old, and when this all went down.
Wow.
So they were still pups, and but they let my homie go over there and take care of them and stuff like that. And then like we were only there for 30 hours, so we went to see the judge in the morning, and he OR'd us, which I was super surprised. I thought they definitely at least put bail on us, but they let everybody go home. It took them about a year to actually bring charges on us, to actually give us our indictment and stuff like that. So
Do you think they were watching you that whole time?
No, I think that the case was just so large that they were trying to put their ducks in a row and put a good case together, which I don't know what. I mean, they found 700 plants. I don't know what else.
Yeah.
I don't know what else he wanted, but
yeah, they just got to cover all their aspects.
Yeah,
you know,
they had to put everything in.
Like, officer, I got glaucoma.
Right. So, at one time we were licensed and everything, but it got to the point where I just had so many plants that the licensing was not covering my plant count. So I just gave my licensing situation up. And
what if you were Rasta? You know how the religion thing?
Sacrament.
I don't know.
The sacrament.
I don't know if they would have been okay with that.
Does that work?
I had my beard back then, and my lawyer joked with me about that, and he told me.
He brought it up too.
Well, he said if I want to keep my beard in jail, he's like, you're gonna have to say religious or something, and I was like, dude, I'll just shave it off.
Nation of Islam.
Yeah, but now with the plants that I had, like there was no getting out of it.
What strains did you have?
Dude, we had like 40 or 50 different strains.
What strains?
40, 50?
Yeah, we had a big mom room and stuff like that. I harvest every 2 weeks, so.
Whoa.
Yeah, so like my goal. That's where my name came from. Frostys Fresh was like when I used to grow. My weed was always super frosty and super fresh. So like, so that's where like my name had come from. Like, and I just kept my name. They put me on the news. I'm on Google and all that nonsense. So I said, why change my name? You know, everybody
Frostys
knows
Fresh,
me.
yeah.
Oh
so,
yeah, you're
like,
gonna stay Frosty Fresh, man.
yeah,
That's
so
a
like
must.
I just kept my name.
Yeah.
My logo is still the same. It's still Snowman.
At
and-
first, straight up, dude, I thought you were like a rapper, and then I started watching your videos. I was like, Frosty Fresh. I was like, all right, and then I started watching. I was like, oh, he's blowing, glass, and it's like with a torch, and I was like,
I love that about my name. People never really know, so you really have to like kind of check it out, see what's good. My whole logo, the whole thing behind my logo was, if you know, like say the company LRG,
Yeah.
their Lifted Research Group, they're a big stoner weed-based company.
yeah,
A lot of people don't realize that, and like, dude, parents are slapping that type of clothes on their kids and sending them to school. And at the end of the day, people just don't understand what this big giraffe that's like, the size of your
Yeah.
shirt, what the idea behind it is. So when I made my logo as a snowman, I wanted something. I love cartoons. Cartoons are big with me, but I wanted something that you could look at, you could recognize. If you knew who I was, you knew who I was. But if you didn't, you were still cool with it. I mean, I wear my shirt into stores, and I have old people like, oh, the snowman, super frost snowman, yada yada. So it's still appealing to them. They're not offended by it. Everybody's cool with it. It's just like a cartoon
Anybody can
character.
wear it.
that's awesome.
100. I mean, like, one dude told me he wore it to his kid's like parent-teacher conference. He was super stoked to tell me about this and stuff. And like, nobody knew. It was just a snowman on a shirt. So
Nobody knew.
So you got like a lot of merch, like
I do not currently. I sell out of merch pretty quick, only for the fact I only do 50 to 100 designs at a time. I try to do limited runs of things. Most of my shirts get numbered. So like once the design's been printed and sold out, it's done and gone. We go to the
Limited
next
edition,
one.
pretty much, huh?
Yeah,
That's what's
100%. So like if you get a shirt from me, like, dude, people will see shirts and they'll be like, oh, I have this one or so and so, or like, where's that one at? I'm like, there's no more. So like, people feel special. They got like one of the 50 or one of the 100 that we put out. So there's no more after that.
What do they run for? Yeah.
We normally do shirts for like $25-$30, and normally that's like shipped to your door.
Oh,
So
nice.
oh wow.
Oh,
yeah,
That's
for sure. We
amazing
try to do
prices.
good shirts, sublimated shirts. Like sometimes we'll do some screen printing, but for the most part, sublimated shirts are nice and smooth. Like
100% polyester.
100%. That's I get that nice bright colors.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, I love doing merch. It puts my name out there more. It's something for people to talk about. It gets it out there more and more, and just spreads it out through the community. And so I try to bring good art. I try to bring other artists into my situation, so I can share their art with other people along with mine. So that's it's
dope.
super cool for me. Like the homie, he hit up my wall.
Alto, Letter
He's-
Fanatic.
Letter Fanatic, man,
Yeah.
crushed it out there. He finished up my back
Thank you,
wall,
thank you.
and he mentioned to me he can do it in digital. So I was so happy with his artwork. I said, let's throw this on a shirt. So probably like within a few weeks to a month, we'll have like 50 limited edition shirts.
Oh, nice.
So we could put the two things together. It'll have my name with his art. So like both people get some love out of the situation,
It's
and
dope. It's
there'll only
dope.
be 50 of them. So like if you get one, you get one. You'd be one of them lucky 50 people, and then like
Right.
a lot of people cherish them, bro. I have some solid customers that have been with me from the beginning, and they hang them up on hangers and don't even wear them, bro. They're like
Collectors.
baseball playing cards to them
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
So that gives me a
Collector
lot
items.
of like a lot of gratitude. Like people are happy enough with my work and me as a person and my art that they want to like hold on to this. It's something special to them, So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
so
dope feeling.
yeah, it brings me a lot of pride, you know what I mean, that people are happy to do that with my work. And so when I can bring other artists into it, and I'm super happy with their art, and we can bring it out to our people, it makes me feel good, we put
Yeah.
out a good product.
Yeah, sick.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and that whole Frosty Fresh is just catchy, Like
Yeah.
Thank you.
Frosty
Yeah.
Fresh
Yeah.
is just
Hell yeah.
can't go wrong with Frosty Fresh,
Right.
But
Where's your chain? Suspecting like a big chain like Gucci.
Oh no,
Oh,
man,
good.
not,
no, just
Yeah.
kidding.
no,
I got
dude.
the ring.
No, it's funny. A lot of people ask me because I don't wear my work or nothing like that. I normally I'll go to glass events, and sometimes I don't even wear my own shirts because they normally get sold or whatever. I have like the protos are normally the ones that I get. You know what I mean? Like I don't get one of the 50 normally. I'll get like the
Yeah.
proto shirt. Like
the
people be
rip
like,
one.
hey, do you like this? And I'm like, yeah, it looks cool. Or we changed something, so I have like
Right.
a shirt nobody else has. But
Yeah.
dude, I go to a lot of events and people are like, oh, like you're so and so, or like.
Do you have a
like-
team?
No, I have a couple homies that support me here and there that have been with me for a while. I got a homie on the back east, Kitty Keith. He's been with me since the beginning. He really reps my glass pretty hard. He goes to a lot of the cups, and it's funny because he's got like white hair, white beard. He's pretty loud.
Oh wait, is that the rapper?
No, he's just a older white guy.
Oh.
He used to paint cars for a living. He's retired now. He's had cancer, beat cancer twice, and
Dang.
he just bought my artwork from the beginning. I mean, he literally I think has like the third or fourth pendant that I ever made. I think from the start, and so he's repped my work forever. I mean, this dude has hundreds of pieces from me. But he'll go to festivals and people think he's me because like my face isn't on my Instagram that much. I'm kind of like getting into that a little bit more. I from the beginning, from like growing, it's always a secretive thing. You know, you don't show your face, you don't show yourself. I have a logo and like my logo represents me, but I'm starting to show my face a little bit more now, doing things like this where I get myself out there a little bit more. So now that I'm doing that, people actually know who I am. They see me. But like sometimes at the festivals, like people think my homie's me, and he's like, no, I just like I have his glass and stuff. But I think it's funny.
That's pretty funny.
Right. But no, I don't wear no big chain, no nothing like that, bro. I rock flip flops and shorts. Even when I was growing, bro, and I was making killer cash, it was always like this, like. I've grown up humbly like that.
Stay humble.
Do people gotta to buy your pieces? Do you gotta go direct to you, or is there shops that also carry?
There
some
are
of
a lot of
stuff?
shops in town. Urban Legend down has some pieces. Also, Smoke Shop has some pieces. Coffee and Canary has some pieces. The Hippie Gypsy has some pieces. I'm probably forgetting a few, but I've had a lot of support from the local area around here. Yeah, a lot of support. So. You can go in person and see some, like, a lot of that is some of my older work from the beginning. A lot of shops, like, scooped up work for me and supported me. Or you can come directly to my Instagram. That's where I do most of my sales from right there.
Do you do custom pieces?
100%. I do customs to an extent. Some people ask me for some crazy stuff that might be outside my realm. So I know what I can and can't do. A lot of color choices I'm cool with. You can pick what color you want. Maybe like certain things here and there. So to an extent, I'll do custom work, but then there's that line I have to draw. Like I want to make sure I make it to the best of my ability, and if it's something that I can't do, then I let the customer know. Like, hey, that's a little outside my. I'm still a white belt. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're looking at some blue belt stuff right there.
So like, is there anyone that's like smoked out of your pieces? You're like, whoa, I wasn't expecting you to smoke on my piece, or anyone that you're like.
I've got some stuff out there to a few of the bigger people. I guess like maybe some Instagram people, like Chris Crazy. He's like one of the big people that's had some of my work. Dab and Granny, everybody pretty much knows who she is.
Yeah,
for real?
She has one of my shirts. Yeah, Dab and Granny has a shirt of mine. She's repped my shirt a few times for me. So
That's amazing.
So that's super cool.
How'd you get in touch with her?
I ran into her at a cup. Before I got incarcerated, I was still free to go about and do whatever I wanted to. So I had about a year and a half. So I would go hit the festivals up and stuff like that a little bit and try to get my name out there more. I try to send merch out to people or product out to people.
That's awesome.
Just help spread my name out there a little bit. So nobody's super crazy that's kind of blown me away. There's a homie on Instagram, Mr. Purple Gloves. He put up a post. He has a couple of my pieces, and it made it to Hey Tommy Chong. And he has like 2.2 million followers, so like
Dang,
that
that's
made it to his page, so that was pretty dope for me. I have his portrait tattooed on my arm, and then my homie actually met him. I've been trying to meet him forever. I had his portrait on my arm for like 3-4 years. I've been trying to run into him.
Oh, Tommy, yeah.
Yeah, I've been trying to run into him and get his signature. So I have his signature tattooed on me now. But my homie actually met him at the Blazers Cup. He showed him a picture of my arm. He's like, "Yo, the dude's been dying to get your signature." So he busted it out on a piece of paper. I took it to my tattoo artist. And
Nice.
my arm. So
That's dope.
that was super exciting for
That's
me. For
amazing.
sure. Yeah,
That's
super
cool.
Who's your tattoo artist?
Richard Sanchez. He's over in like the Tolson area. He's done most of my work. So
Oh wow.
Tolson? Oh,
yeah, for sure.
I used
He's
to
done
live in
most of my
Tolson.
work.
What?
He's done most of my work on pretty much all my stuff.
Oh, cool.
I have pretty much just my knees, and my belly left. Otherwise-
Richard Sanchez.
Yes, sir.
Does he have an Instagram?
Yeah, Richard Sanchez Tattoo.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, he does killer work. Killer work.
He does.
Yeah, super stoked with all his stuff. He does a lot of portraits and things like that, realism.
When you burned your hands, did you burn part of your tattoo off?
No, I burned my thumb, and I lost a little bit of color. It was a little like pink for a while, but it didn't get down to like my tattoo.
Yeah, they survive.
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't terrible, but it definitely like discolored. It made my thumb like a little pink. I finally started to get back to like normal flesh color.
It's going back.
Normal white.
Yeah, it took like 7 months, but
Hey, at least it's turning back, man. Hey, that's good.
but yeah, no, man. Like most of the stuff, I burned my fingers and stuff like that. Were no problems. Cut myself, but
Sick.
it's not too bad. Not when you love what you do,
That's dope, bro. How dope everything's coming along. How dope your pieces are already.
Thank you.
For as little time as you're doing it.
I super appreciate it.
Imagine when you're like a veteran in the game.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see
happen.
5-10 years down the road like
Just
what
don't
I
stop.
make.
Just don't stop doing it. and it's
Nah,
gonna
man, I work
happen.
hard every day. You know what I mean?
Definitely a
Like,
local legend.
Thank you. No, I appreciate that,
That's
man.
dope,
I really
for
do.
sure.
I've definitely worked hard to get to that point, and I want to continue that. So I want to get up there with some of the big guys. That's my goal. I have a lot of goals to be.
That's
There's
good,
some
yeah.
big guys out there. And like if you're heavy into the glass industry, I mean, you understand where that is. And when these artists sell something for $20,000, $40,000, $60,000, that's like a lot of people don't even fathom that. You know what I mean? Like
Do you have a favorite artist?
No, I have a lot of artists that I look up to over the years. You know what I mean?
Any local guys?
There's a lot of cats down like Eighth Wonder Studio, Shub, Irk the Jerk. Some of those cats. Hindi's here in town. There's a lot of like good guys here. A lot of good guys come from Arizona. So that's a lot of those guys do sculpting. Like that's what I'm into is like more sculpting the glass, making figures, characters, and stuff. But then there's other aspects like other artists that do other things that are crazy that blow me away. That it's still I don't fathom how they do that stuff. The lines, different lines they do, small work and or small intricate things like. But it just comes with practice. A lot of these guys 15, 20 years on the torch that they
become second nature.
They make amazing stuff. They make it look like wicked easy.
Right. Yeah,
What's the average time you spend on a piece?
I normally spend about a half a day or so, but that's increased. Like my time has gotten faster and faster over the year. I went to Champs right before I got incarcerated, and for Champs is a timed event, and Champs really sped my work up. You really have like 3.5 hours to make a piece.
It's what is it, a competition?
Yeah, it's a big glass competition out there. It's a big glass show, and then they have a lot of artists come out there. A lot of 15, 20-year artists, stuff like that are out there. So I was stoked just to go out there and compete against some of these people to get my work seen in front of, bigger names and stuff like that. But practicing for that event and stuff like that really helped me a lot. You really try to put everything in order as fast as you can and to get a system down so you have no downtime and things of that nature. But it just depends on how big of a piece I'm making and what exactly I'm doing to it, But I spend, like I say, a good 6 to 8 hours on something, a little bit bigger, more intricate.
Does, like, the thickness of the glass, like, add time to it, to, like, molding
it does. Heat time, how hot you have to get it to melt. A lot of my glass is super thick and heavy.
Yeah, I felt that today, and it was like rock.
Thanks. Yeah. A lot of it stems from, like I said, I used to buy and sell stuff. So like I picked up people's artwork that feels like a water bottle when it's empty. You know, and you're scared to almost touch it. And I didn't want that with my work. I wanted people to be comfortable. I wanted it to be durable. I wanted you to pick it up and understand that you had American quality glass in your hand, that you didn't feel like, could this be made in China, or, how was this made? I didn't want any questions about that. So that really stemmed from my buying and selling of glass. Like, things like that influenced me on what I did.
Did any, when the, was not the haboob,
the tornado?
When the tornado hit the what you call it,
first ever tornado in AZ.
The Nirvana Center event.
Yeah, the Nirvana Center. Like, did any of the pieces fall off and like survive?
Nothing fell off. All my pieces are solid except for 2 pendants got broke, but they kind of all got bear hugged because we tried to save the tent, but once I seen that the tent was gone and that it was like no turning back, I kind of just squeezed them all together and everything kind of smashed together. I've had a lot of people drop my pieces. Most of the things survive, or if it's small, it's normally like repairable.
Yeah. I've
only had a few people that have like dropped something that has just been gone, where it's to the point of no coming back.
Return.
Yeah.
Dang,
a lot of people know Dab Tard or Vita Dabs on Instagram. He's been a big fan of mine for a long time.
Big ups, Dab Tard. Big ups, Vita Dabs.
Yeah, he's a super good guy. He actually came out here from California to help me take care of my dogs while I'm in the situation I'm in. But he flips his rigs a lot, and I used to send him a lot of stuff. He used to promote for me a lot and support me a lot.
What do you mean flip? Like
he flips it like
a bartender, like
flipping bottles?
flipping
a bottle, man. And
like a hamburger.
Yeah, and he's pretty dope at it. But he did one time. He was outside, and it didn't go according to plan, and the rig hit the concrete, and I thought it was crushed. But he picked it up, and his banger was the only thing that broke.
Wow.
Rig was all in one piece.
What?
So I was super stoked.
That's what's up.
It made it through a concrete fall.
Dang.
So.
Yeah, I remember my homie. He had like this. He was so stoked on the ceramic piece that he got. He's always $100. It ain't gonna break. and he's like dangling it over.
Check this out.
Was it the Spanish tile? Shout out Devin. And I was like, Devin, it's gonna break. And he's like, no, it won't. And right there, first drop, smash, $100. Didn't even smoke out of it.
Gone.
Nothing. Dang, Devin.
That's the worst feeling. That's the worst feeling when you break your favorite
Devin.
piece.
Devin, what the heck?
But he was like, telling me about the guy at the glass shop. He was like smacking it on the counter. He was like, "It'll never break, dude." You putting stress fractures in there.
A lot back in the day when things were just like spoons and stuff like that, when glass was just getting started, that was like one of the big selling points for people. People would bang them right on the counter.
Yeah.
Oh, to show you they don't break.
Yeah, but what a lot of people don't realize is porcelain and glass do not mix. Like any tile or stuff like that is like it's almost a definite no-go. You know what I mean? Like
so they're trying it like on a wood
table or something like that. You know what I mean? Like it's pretty doable.
Okay,
but you go to that tile and it's
that Spanish tile.
It's it's no-go no more.
Dude, that was a good time.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
Well, man. We're going to go on a little music break, hit a couple dabs or something, you know.
Thank you for sharing these stories, man. They're amazing.
Kid Radio, KDIF 102.9 FM, South Phoenix.
Frosty.
Shout out to all our listeners listening on KDIF.org. Shout out to Frostys Fresh, man.
Frosty.
Thank you guys for having me. I really appreciate
your
time.
Hey, Frostman, how long can you visit today? Are you gonna hang out with us for a while?
Yeah, I can hang out with you for a little bit longer.
We'll be right back.
9 o'clock. I have to go back to my home.
Back to Durango, man.
Roach Kid Radio 102.9 KDIF FM South Phoenix Community Radio Station KDIF.org.
All right, who wants to take me on next?
Saturday evening, if you're drinking and driving, don't do it.
Yeah, pull over, go home.
Pull over right now and call somebody to pick you up.
There's Uber, there's Lyft. Trust me, it's better than Durango.
Durango's not worth it. Catch that $10 Uber.
Right?
So right now, I think it's time for... It's time for the news. King Jayy.
Oh, thank you. How's everybody doing tonight? Everybody doing good? Everybody doing good?
What do you do, Jay?
All right, so
what do you got for us today? Sad stories, happy stories?
Racist one. Super racist.
What?
Super racist story, okay? So in...
Can I guess where it happened?
Try to guess.
Kansas.
No.
Is this the shootout or the shooting
No.
again?
No.
Wrong.
Wrong.
So in Monroe, Louisiana, a white student was arrested and charged with a hate crime and simple battery after reportedly putting a noose around the neck of a black classmate.
Wow.
During class?
Yeah, he went and put a noose around a black classmate's neck, and now he's being charged with it.
With the hate crime?
With a hate crime and battery.
Maybe we should look at this kid's parents.
That's
You
number one.
really should.
Yeah.
Yes, that's where the issue is.
Comes down to.
So
It's
what
environment at home.
What did he say while he was doing this?
That's dumb, dude.
Well, I guess the teacher, she gave the one that gave a statement or whatever. So in her statement, she said a student at West Ochita High School walked up to her son on September. No, so this is the
mom saying it?
on September 14th and hung a noose around his neck. When a teacher asked the white student why he did it, he reportedly replied that he wanted to see how many black boys' necks he could put it around and get photos.
Oh, what?
Dang.
That
He's
is
trying to
pretty
get
racist. That's
attention
pretty
for
Did he
it.
get
That's pretty
smacked
racist.
for
Looking for
that?
attention.
No, he got arrested, bro. Like he got arrested for
But
it.
no-
How old is this? Is this high school
Wait, like, he
kid?
didn't get like beat up or anything?
Yeah, like
14.
Yeah, it's at high school.
what?
Nobody
And he
freshman?
didn't get
Nobody
beat up
stomped him out?
for real. If you're in Phoenix, straight up,
Dang.
that would
I
not.
would've stomped him out.
That
I
would
would've
not
stomped him out.
fly.
Or maybe it was an actual joke that the kids weren't even tripping either.
That too. Maybe the teacher took it overboard, huh?
That too.
Something.
What?
So it says that the student that did it, it says that he was suspended for 10 days until she pressed charges and pushed for expulsion.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, get him out. Get him out.
Drop the charges.
That's crazy though.
Show
Like,
the parents.
you're just in high school, you just go to a student and just
Yeah, man,
put
that's
a noose around his
disrespect. That's
neck.
disrespectful,
Like,
man.
Mad
Regardless,
disrespect.
just keep your hands to yourself, period, dude.
Oh, yeah, we're
You know?
throwing hands if somebody throws a noose around me.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like,
Either that or hang
anybody
me.
get offended by that.
Yeah.
That's what they used to do to.
and being in a high school, you would think like
they used to hang
like,
black
you would've
people
got-
from the trees and stuff.
Yep.
What do you call it?
Or something.
The KKK
The
or
lynch,
whatever?
Yeah,
the lynch
Klansmen.
mob,
The lynch mob. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it kind of has a meaning around it.
and that's in Louisiana, right? Over in the
Yeah.
South.
It's more of
Oh,
the
wow.
it's more the symbolism that kid was creating, than actually hanging them. He wasn't gonna obviously not hang the kid.
So
People just do
There's too
dumb
much hatred
things.
going around,
dumb
man.
things for social
That's
media.
ignorance, man. Better things to spend your time on.
So what you got for us, King?
give me a second.
What happened? Your
That's a trip, Louisiana, man.
Computer
There's a
froze.
lot of history out there with that. So
with the lynch mobs and stuff.
yeah,
Like what kind of history?
no, like just with all the
Oh yeah,
all the turbulence.
yeah. Louisiana. Wasn't it big in the South? Like
Mm-hmm.
what are the Confederate states? Do you guys know?
dude.
Isn't
there that
rap group too?
Lynch
Yeah,
mob?
that's Ice Cube. Yeah,
Oh,
when
the
he
lynch
took
mob.
off. The lynch mob. Lynch mob records.
What happened, King? Your computer broke?
No, it just like logged out of the just turned off the internet.
Logged
Oh,
out of
wow.
the network.
Yeah.
I don't think we
That's
paid
nice.
the bill here at the station, bro.
Oh no, it's there.
It's there.
Yeah, it's covered, man.
Yeah, but I mean,
But hey, did you guys see that though? There was like a shooting or something, and like whatever. There was like another shooting.
when?
Do you
It
know
was
where?
just the other day.
What we're at? Like what kind of? Not the state,
I
but like where? Like what kind of building did they shoot up?
It was at a school. I think it was at a high school again.
Oh snap!
Yeah, it was at a high school again. It was like and I don't know. I can't pull up my
Did
phone right
anybody
now.
What do you
back?
guys think? Those are like potential.
I think some people got
Look it
shot.
up,
Yeah, look it
shootout.
up real quick. The yeah, I think it was just one shooter and like he got taken down. I don't know if he was like taken down, but I think he was arrested and like
You
some
think
people
that's like
some people were
liberals?
killed.
Liberals are trying to take our guns by using this.
Man, take the guns.
Guns don't
Take-
kill people. People kill people.
Exactly.
People kill people.
Dumb
yes.
people kill.
Exactly.
Yes,
Dumb
Yes.
people kill each
Those
other.
morons. What are you, a moron?
Yeah, man. It's just people
High
that
school shooters.
don't learn how to deal with their emotions properly, man. They never had an outlet or anything. You know,
It's not.
bottling in. They can't take rejection.
Was
Things
it
like
Santa
that.
Fe school in Texas?
Those kind of things eat you up, man.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
true.
they eat people up. We see it over and over. You know, and it's like
And
mental
people-
health.
Yeah, nowadays a lot of people are by themselves. We see a lot going on in front of us on the screen, but we're all secluded,
Yeah.
isolated. I mean, and then
They're not doing much besides that.
and those people that have those mental issues going on, they don't have an outlet or someone
Yeah.
to recognize that.
Gotta get a
something's
hobby.
going on.
If you're listening, man, get a hobby.
Don't
Do
go
something creative.
Don't go put nooses on around.
Oh, so when
Yeah, you know.
people's
you guys
heads.
ready?
Start
Guys
getting
Yeah,
ready?
let's do it. Let's do it.
All right,
let's do it.
right. Wi-Fi's back on. We call.
Yeah.
But-
So the next one is it's a crazy one, bro. Like
Oh.
genius kind of.
Genius.
So
Genius,
in
huh?
Pearland, Texas, these two kids
They're
that are
smart people.
friends, they pulled off a viral prank at a McDonald's, and the McDonald's and they're paying them $25,000 each.
What?
McDonald's
Wow.
is?
Yeah.
What was the
they,
prank?
So what they did? His name is Jev Maravilla and Christian Toledo.
Tolo.
They put up a fake marketing poster of themselves in the fast food restaurant back in July.
Oh, I seen that one. Trolling around on social media.
And why is McDonald's paying them now?
It says, and no one noticed. Ellen DeGeneres
Yeah.
heard about the sneaky students and invited them to be on her show. On Monday, she did. She surprised the pair with $25,000 courtesy of fast food chain for their appearance in an upcoming marketing campaign as parts of McDonald's commit to diversity.
So
That's
what
not
exactly happened? They put up posters like with their faces on there.
Yeah, like
pretending it was like a.
Pretending it was a marketing poster of themselves.
What? That's
Like-
pretty genius.
For McDonald's.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
That they
Yeah.
put up there in McDonald's, bro.
That's
So
Yeah.
now they're getting a deal with
Is that like that's like some Banksy stuff, you
Yeah,
know?
there's like a meme about
Yeah.
it. It's like, oh, me and my friend saw this empty wall at McDonald's, so we put up a poster of ourselves. It's like, it's been a month, nobody's noticed it.
Now they got paid. Oh, it lasted a while before they
Before people,
noticed?
yeah.
That's crazy.
It looked like an official McDonald's poster.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Is there a picture of that?
I mean,
Somewhere
there's
on
a
Facebook.
little one, but it shows them like outside, and like they're like looking at each other. One's smiling, and he's like holding a burger, and the other one's looking. He's like holding a Happy Meal.
Yeah,
bro.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
That's true.
That's kind of like
25
that one
grand.
kid.
Yeah, $25,000 each.
That one
bro.
kid, he's like, damn, Daniel, with the shoes. Now he got like free Vans for life or something.
What?
And now,
Yeah, he
and
was
now
on Helen too, or something.
for them
like
doing that, now their part is a McDonald's commit
Oh,
to
dude,
diversity.
these dudes made a big old poster though. Look at that.
Yeah, it's a huge
That
poster.
looks
Oh, that's
super
hilarious.
official.
Yeah.
They're
That's
eating like
true.
one of them has a hamburger, the dude has the fries.
Oh, it's
But,
fries.
Yeah,
Oh,
it looks
okay.
super official, dude. Yeah, I wouldn't notice. I would just sit down and eat.
That's funny.
Damn, but like the employees, the managers, nobody
No
batted
one
an eye.
set it up or anything.
Hey, that's good. 25 G's right there. It probably only costs what, like $100 to make that poster.
It's probably do some graffiti,
Probably.
man. Set it up all
That's the pet
sneaky
rock.
like that.
That's the pet rock thing right there.
Oh,
Right.
Pet Rock. I
Dude,
remember.
it is right there. I mean, you just come up on some money.
Or
Right.
the, or the
Quickly.
cheetah,
yeah,
the
yeah,
cheetah
yeah.
pet.
The chia pet, the pet rock. I mean, those guys made millions. These
Millions.
people,
Shake
these
weight.
people are on their way.
The shake weight.
The shake weight, it's a little funny looking. I don't know about the shake weight.
Goodwill, he gets all his stuff for free and still
Yeah.
makes like 30
Oh,
million a year.
That dude crushes it.
He
Goodwill.
crushes
Yeah,
it.
he's like
Crushes
the main
it.
crusher.
So-
And I still take him everything.
Ready for the next story?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is a crazy one. Like crazy.
You just said that other one was crazy. It was pretty crazy though.
Yeah, this one's pretty
I already
crazy
forgot
too.
what it was, but
So in Virginia, a woman found a two-headed snake in her garden center, and it says that a state agency has arranged for the care of a rare two-headed copperhead snake found at a residence in North
Wow.
Virginia on Sunday night.
That's the,
copperheads. Those are the ones that aren't
Snake.
venomous, right? They don't kill you.
that's
Are
the
they?
devil.
Or are they not?
No, it's venomous.
Oh, it is.
That's the devil.
Yeah, it says the venomous snake, a member of the viper family, is an extremely rare find in the
Oh,
wild.
a member of the viper family.
Yeah.
Diablo.
I wouldn't touch it.
Two-headed.
And they found it in their lawn?
Yeah, he said the snake is currently
Man.
being cared for by an expert viper keeper with the hope that it will one day be put on display at a zoo.
How old
Oh,
is that
wow.
thing? Do they
on
estimate the
display.
age?
They don't estimate the age or nothing, but yeah.
I hope that lady got paid.
Yeah.
That's a rare
another
find
20
right
I hope she got
Dude.
more than 25 G's.
She donated it.
So it says right here, thanks to the Wildlife Center of Virginia, we were able to determine that the left head has pretty much the dominant features, and the right head has the more developed throat for eating.
Oh,
What?
Oh, so the one side kills, the other side comes and
So
eats
pretty
it.
much the left head is the one that
kills,
kills
and the other dude eats it.
and dominates it, and then the right head uses its throat for eating.
Just enjoys it.
Yeah.
Dang, that's the truth,
it
dude.
just
The left one
enjoys
does
it.
all the
Nature
grind.
is wild.
That's the team, the duo right
Yeah.
there.
And it has a picture of it. It looks
Let's see, flip your camera over. I want to look at that. I mean, your camera and your laptop.
It's a little weird.
Oh, wow. That does look pretty crazy.
Keep that away from.
Dang.
My mom had one of those.
Someone
My
makes
mom had one of those in her sock drawer.
Oh, so see, that's a good
Dude,
question.
what?
If they're venomous, what happens if you get bit by both heads?
Dude.
They're
Oh, yeah, you're done.
Are they both venomous, or
Or
is
you
just
could-
one venomous?
It don't
the
matter.
left one's
You're
just
still
dominant.
done.
You know what I mean?
Or you can
Like-
make some really nice boots out of them.
Dude.
Yeah.
A belt. Nice Mexican
Two-headed
belt.
snake boots.
Yeah.
Sell it for like $100.
So you guys ready for the last news story?
I guess
Check
so.
it out.
I'm
Check it
sorry.
out.
I'm sorry.
Maybe.
It's gonna be sad.
Let's do
It's
it.
gonna
though.
be a little bit
It better
sad.
not be a
Let's do
dude
it.
stabbing his baby
Yeah.
while
from a
saying
Christian
Jesus
church.
told him to do it.
No.
I'm sorry. It's gonna be kind of close.
What?
I'm
All
sorry.
right, dude, you got a
I'm
few
sorry.
minutes. To
So in Battle Creek, Michigan,
Yeah.
4 people in Michigan have been charged with a plan to kidnap, rape, and kill a child.
What?
4 people in Michigan
Yeah.
had been arrested,
Mm-hmm.
but they didn't do anything.
Or
They
planning
got
to?
caught before.
It says Michigan State Police said Friday they uncovered evidence of the plan to find a child at a local county fair or in a parking lot of a Walmart or Meijer store. The group intended to torture and sexually assault the child until the child was dead and then dispose of the body, according to the office of Michigan Attorney General Bill Scutchy.
What's wrong with people, man?
What the hell, were they writing this stuff down, like taking notes?
And then the suspects are Matthew Toll, 32, of Battle Creek, and his girlfriend, Talia Furman, 32, of Springfield, and then Jamie Lapointe, 19, of Athens.
What?
What's wrong with people, dude?
I don't know. Let's just throw them all. Like, them people gotta
Like on the best.
make
Oh
them
my
fight.
God,
make them
bro.
fight
They're
the
on
two-headed
basketball.
snake.
These people are sick. Look, they committed acts on their own children and were making sexual abuse material.
see, dude,
Yolt said
now.
Friday afternoon. They were all sharing and exploring
Kill
their
them.
own children and other children.
All in favor for death penalty.
So
Yeah.
see, they started with their own children,
You
bro,
just
and wanted to
You just gotta yeller those people.
You get stoned to death, nah, man. You get
Stoned-
stoned to death.
stoned to
man.
death?
Yeah, that'd be.
What is wrong with you white
Bring that
people in
back.
Michigan? What is wrong with you
How
guys?
you-
It's too
how you know-
cold,
oh,
man.
are they
They're
white?
inside too
Huh?
much.
Do you know that they're white?
Dude,
Yeah.
I've been to Michigan.
I
It's
didn't catch the
cold.
picture.
It
You don't
really
come
is.
out- you don't come out of your house.
You don't, bro. The wintertime, you're like a
It's
bear, bro.
cold,
You
though.
hibernate.
Is that why, like, people in Seattle also kill themselves a lot?
It's all rainy.
It's always
gloomy,
raining.
The high suicide rate over there.
I don't know.
They
do
can't
have
go
a high-
outside.
Yeah,
There's
you
no
can't go
sun.
outside.
And it's all gloomy.
That's how it is, like in Michigan. You know, Michigan Lake.
I heard
you know.
Flint is wild.
So see, South Phoenix.
Dude, don't drink the water in
Don't
Flint.
complain about the sun.
Oh yeah, the water. Yeah, don't drink the water.
I know the sun sucks, but at least it don't make you kill yourself.
I think they got
Any
the water
final
from
shout
Flint.
outs before we
There
close
you
the
go.
show, Frosty?
Yeah, Frosty, you got shout out to him?
No, much love though. I thank you guys for bringing me on the show tonight. I had a great time. I really appreciate it.
Dude,
let
thank
my
you.
story get out there a little bit more to everyone.
Yeah, thank you,
Yes,
bro. That was
yes,
a
man.
Yeah,
that was a
thank you
great
guys.
story. You know, I would have never even thought any of that, bro. You know, like
No, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for everyone listening out there.
Yeah.
Yep. Shout out South Phoenix.
South Phoenix catches every Saturday, 5 to 7 p.m.
Yeah,
KDIF
and then
102.9 FM
Catch the Roach Clip podcast too on what's that?
on SoundCloud, iTunes,
When do we
everything
upload?
else in between. And just check us out on Instagram, Roach Clip Podcast.
How can they find Frosty?
Frostys Fresh, right on Instagram at Frostys Fresh.
You got a email or anything?
Oh
No.
yeah, everything Frosty Fresh at Gmail. Everything's Frostys Fresh. Just type it in. It'll bring you to me.
Yeah.
Google him.
And you'll read more about this. You'll read it more.
Yeah,
you'll
you-
read the other side of the story.
You can read a little bit about that, yeah, for sure.
See what the news reporters thought.
All right, all
Well,
right,
South
all right.
Phoenix, you guys stay safe. It is Saturday evening, so remember the cops are hot.
Damn.
Hot.
The cops are hopping around.
So you guys stay safe. Don't drink and drive. Smoke and fly.
Yes.
This is Roach Clip Radio.
Yeah.
Peace.
Dabs up.
Welcome to the Mad Mix Show with your musical tour director, the infamous DJ Remix. Featuring Brooklyn's own sassy but classy Miss Violet. Brand new hits in the mix.
Don't get me started, please. I might make all these just stop and freeze, breathe and stop. I'm kinda waiting for the bottom to fall out, to drop. Her top was a little dated, she had on capris, but then again it's old school night with Kid Capri, so get at me. I love it when you're talking nasty. Didn't you say you had something you wanted to ask me? I don't know, is it a go? So baby, tell your folks. Hide, I'ma prepare the Maybach for flight and let's fly. Pull up in the hot that sits on 4 rims and order calling.
Wanna see you tonight.
I'll be there sipping on something rare in the corner. Good year, overheard my two talking. I got good ears, ma. Tell me what it is.
If your performance makes me feel good again, your good love deserves an encore. Your love, good love deserves an encore.
When I was just a little baby boy, my mama used to tell me these crazy things. She used to tell me my daddy was an evil man. She used to tell me he hated
The
me.
Mad Mix Show.
When I got a little bit older and I realized she was the crazy one. There was nothing I could do to try to change it, cause that's just the way
The
it
infamous
was.
DJ
They said I can't
Remix.
rap about being broke no more. They say I can't rap about no more. You think I won't choke no to the vocal cords don't work in his throat no more? These are thinking I'm playing, thinking I'm saying this cause I'm thinking it just to be saying it. Put your hands down, I ain't gonna shoot you. I'ma pull you to this and put it through you. Shut up, you're causing too much chaos. Just bend over and take it like a okay, ma? Oh, now he's his own mother abusing a boy. When we gave him the Rolling Stone cover, you goddamn right. And now it's too late. I'm triple platinum and tragedies happen in 2 states. I ain't been violent, you vile venomous, vile little bitches thing. Bang, bang, bang. Takes his chainsaw, left his brains off, dangling from his neck while his head barely hangs on. Blood, guts, cuts, lies, none. I'm like, you don't wanna with me. Girls need nothing but me. I'm like, you ain't got the balls to beef. We ain't gonna never stop beef, and I don't squash the beef. You better, I'ma be another rapper dead for popping off at the mouth with shooting the set. But when they me, I'm bringing the world with me. Since you too, you ain't nothing but a girl to me. I said, you don't wanna with Shady. Why? Cause Shady will you. I said, you don't wanna with Shady. Why? Cause Shady will you. You like. I'ma conceal you in a closet with mildew, sheets, pillows, and film you with me. I've been through hell, shut the hell up. I'm trying to develop these pictures of the device and sell them. I ain't asked to rap, but I rap on acid. Got a new blow up roll and just had a strap on at it. Whoops, is that a subliminal hint? No, it's criminal intent. Women again, Eminem offend? No, Eminem will insult. And if you ever give it to him, you give him an impulse to do it again. Then, if he does it again, you'll probably end up jumping out of something up in the tent. I ain't done this, ain't the chorus. I ain't even you in the woods yet to paint the forest. Stain is orange after you wash it 3 or 4 times in the tub, but that's normal, ain't it, Norman? Cereal, hiding material in a cereal box on top of your stereo. Here we go again. We're out of our medicine, out of our minds, and we wanting yours. Let us in, or I'ma you. You don't wanna with me. Girls need you ain't nothing but a to me. I'ma you. You ain't got the balls to beef. We ain't gonna never stop beefing. I don't squash the beef. You better me. I'ma be another rapper dead for popping off at the mouth with a shot shooting the set. But when it me, I'm bringing the world with me. You too. You ain't nothing but a girl to me. I said you don't wanna with Shady. Cause Shady will you. I said you don't wanna with Shady. Why? Cause Shady will you.
Welcome to the Mad Mix Show. I am your girl, the sassy but classy Miss Violet in the house. Hey.
Yeah.
And you also know your musical tour director, the infamous DJ Remix on the ones and twos. And we are here kicking it with you. Hey, Remix.
Hey, shout out to Naturel.com, but shout out to his partner, DT702.
Absolutely.
We got video. This young man out here, he had his video release party, and he surprisingly proposed to his girlfriend.
And that was
we got
so
the
beautiful.
Footage. It was very, very beautiful.
Yes.
It was. We got some stuff. I think DJ Infinity stopping through. Got a cut you haven't heard in a long time, and all kind of festivities. So let me get into it. I'm gonna get into it, right?
You go ahead and get into it, because I just want to say, because somebody proposed to me. I need some loving too.
It's the Mad Mix Show, and of course,
you have been warned.
For more information, go to themadmixshow.com. The infamous DJ Remix.
It's what you all been waiting for, ain't it? Rap game on me, I've been waiting for the payment. All these little rappers come and go under where they went. 10 years and running, we came up from the basement. It's what you all been waiting for, ain't it? Rap game on me, I've been waiting for the payment. All these little rappers come and go under where they went. 10 years and running, we came up from the basement. It's what you all been waiting for, ain't it? Rap game on me, I've been waiting for the payment. All these little rappers come and go under where they went. 10 years and running, we came up from the basement. That's what you all been waiting for, ain't it? Rap game on me, I've been waiting for the payment. All these little rappers come and go under where they went. 10 years and running, we came up from the basement. Grew up broke as rich folks was adjacent. Maryland staring out the window for motivation. I remember Lil Bobby, Lil B. Man, I wish that I could be a dog in a rich family. Oh, how nice would that shit be? My life a catastrophe. Now my shit a masterpiece. No limit like Master P. Now I am the master C. That's the way it has to be. My life is a movie. I'm so glad God casted me. I am not top 10, more like top 3. I am not 2, cause nobody could top me. Get the you wet like Jodeci, you know it's me. I can't seem to put my finger on it like a rotary, but something's missing from the game when I'm gone. Oh, it's me. I feel sorry for these rappers coming up. What was me? I just took a hiatus and wrote a novel, motherfucker. Got more verses than the Holy Bible, motherfucker. Cause I'm sitting on 5 unreleased albums. Greatest of all time, no lying, that's the outcome. I do it for the boom bap, the trap, and the radio. A fake fan stepping to me trying to play me ho. I make music for every genre, every occasion. My shit is amazing, I'm blazing, it's insane. Going crazy in the gym, going in games. Had a lot of dark nights, but I've been bane. I was born in the darkness like Rick James. Sipping scotch, swishing Pell after the Grammy. Said them countries wasn't shit hoes, they probably wanna ban me. Cause I say this shit that others won't, probably can't stand me. Like these rappers claim to hate me, but they stand me. I said these rappers claim to hate me, but